Besides after nights out, are you generally early risers? What do you mean besides after nights out? Well, after I've had a bunch of booze, I need to sleep extra. If you believe that I need extra sleep after a night out, I'll go to bed at 6 a.m. and I'll wake up at 6:01 and start doing push-ups. I'll go to bed at 6 a.m. and I'll wake up 1 minute before that at 5:59, minus 1 minute sleep. That's what I do. That's how I do it. So there is no besides night out am I generally early risers. I don't need to sleep for weeks. If I don't want to sleep, it's true. I appreciate the question, but you don't know. No, I literally do that. I will wake up after not sleeping. It's true.
And that's the kind of dedication and determination you need in order to win. So many people call me a robot. I get called that often by my friends. They always tell me, you're going to need your rest. You're going to need to do this. I don't need nothing. I need drive. I need passion. I need to be able to be a step further every day. I know some people take Sundays off of football. I don't give a shit about none of the sports. I know some people take time off to unwind with video games. I don't play no video games, mainly because I'm not where I think I need to be in life at the age that I'm at. So to me, I'm playing overtime right now. I'm making up for lost time right now, and I ain't got time to sleep. I'll be able to sleep a very long time after I'm done with this life.
And I can't pay rent. I can't do nothing. I don't have a life. And I have got the proof of my rares what I'm back owed.
Jerome, let me see that, please. And I can see this makes you emotional because you believe you did the right thing in the beginning by requesting a DNA test.
Yes, ma'am.
You truly felt like at that time your wife had been unfaithful to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And you asked for a DNA test.
Yes, ma'am.
You were not granted it.
Yes, ma'am.
From that point on, you were responsible for child support each and every month over the last 20-something years.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you've now just presented to the court
the rares I'm behind.
That your payments are approximately $300 every single month.
Whatever,
and you are $146,918.51 in arrears.
And I look over my shoulder every day in fear of going to prison.
And then this cycle just kept continuing?
Yes, ma'am, because I can't even get my driver's license.
You know, I don't really have to say much about this because I already made a reel about it and it's already going crazy. So listen.
But you are on your own. If you become homeless, there's no homeless shelter for men. You will be in a tent on the street or asking somebody for money. If you can't take care of your children as a man, you will go to prison. If she can't take care of her children as a woman, they got 15 different programs for her. Facts. Facts. If you are an unproductive male, you will get no woman. If you are an unproductive female, there are that will still take you. They are not on their own the same way that we are on our own. But if you embrace the fact that you know you're gonna have to do this, whether you have a girl, whether you don't have a girl, by the time that you get a wife, you're able to be exactly what she needs you to be. You're a very decisive male. You're able to show good leadership. You're able to map out good plans. You're able to show the children in the right direction. You're able to do all of that as soon as you accept that I gotta do this. I gotta live this. I have to live this.
And the sooner we realize that, the better. You are on your own as a man, and it is okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's why you see the guys out there hiking by themselves, building their own log cabins. We love watching the bushcraft people out there making their own homes and creating fire and doing all sorts of dope shit. That's because it's okay to be on your own and build. You guys always think you need a team of people with you. You guys always think you need a team of women with you. You need to focus on yourself.
If I were to go to Asia, where would I go to find a great girlfriend?
I think you should just go to the rural area because they grow them cute and they are not polluted by capitalism because all the major cities like Beijing and Shanghai. How much money you have?
Really?
What car you drive?
Wow.
The nice Chinese girl in the rural area who grew up raising sheep and cows and feeding pigs and growing corns, they just have big hand and big feet to work. They don't even know they are pretty. And they would just feel very lucky to find a nice man who respect them and love them.
See, that's a message to you passport bros out there. I'm not saying I disagree with the passport bros. I'm not saying that I have anything against the passport bros. But for one, you may need to work on yourself because if you having that many problems in the States, the only girls you're going to get from outside of the States are a lot of the tourist areas because that's where most people frequent. They go to the tourist areas and you get those same Instagram model type of girls with the same Instagram model mentality that you have back in the United States. No point in leaving the United States to get a girl with the same same mind state as women in the United States. You may as well stay here for that. But if you are going to go out there, go to the more rural areas. Like even in the United States, you guys don't look in the areas you need to be looking in. You need to look in the states where you don't even think nobody lives there. Search North Dakota and South Dakota. Go to certain parts of Texas and Arkansas. Get you a country girl. Those girls are raised with the same type of morals and they behave the same way as the women you're going overseas for. So just a message to the passport bros. If you land in on those tourist areas, you're going to run into the same type of women.
I'm gonna make it a long story short, bro. I'm not an asshole for telling this girl that I don't give a fuck if her and her kids are outside cold. I live in Detroit, Michigan. I chased this girl from when I was 14 up until I was about like 21. She never like really gave me the time of day. She always thought I was a joke because of the type of dude that I am. You know, like I don't smoke, I don't drink, you know, I don't go out like that. I go to work, I go home. I play video games, I like anime, that type. So she never really gave me a chance like that. But she know I always have my own car and my own place and everything. I wake up at like 4 in the morning and she talking about some, hey, I know you hate me, but like me and my kids about to be out on the street, whatever. Can I come over there until I find a shelter? And I'm looking around like, what did you ask me that? Hell no, you can't come over here. We had a whole argument and I just ended the conversation like, I don't know about you or your kids. Those are not my kids and those are not my problems. Get out my inbox. Am I wrong for that?
Out to the good brother for knowing his worth. No, you don't allow a woman to spin the block back on you. Like mentally, this does something to you, man. Like after you know a territory has been conquered and ravaged and savaged and beaten and bruised and you can't even plant on it no more. The whole area is just a desolate wasteland. That's how a lot of these women are after running into enough Pookies and Ray Rays out there. Then once they realize that's a bad decision, they try to spin the block back to you guys. Now they want the blue collar workers. Now they want the video game and anime kind of guys. I'm an anime kind of guy. I love Dragon Ball Z. Like it's a few other animes that I like as well. I'm one of those guys, but it's easy enough to find yourself a woman who has no problem with any of that. And it's going to be that traditional woman and you don't have to leave the United States to find her. Sometimes you even have to mold her because there's some women that are on the brink of like some of this modern woman stuff, but they're enough traditional that you're able to wash the rest of that modernness out of them. Once they see the kind of man you are and the way you are, women tend to mold around the guy that they have. So some of these girls are even moldable and it just takes some time. And relationships today, we give up too fast. We quit way too easy and just keep moving on to girl to girl. Like you could have just fixed this one little flaw that's inside of this woman that's willing to listen at the same time, and you'd have winded up with way better results than trying to find a woman already put together. Don't men complain about women waiting at the finish line to get the best man that they can after he done achieved a certain status? Well, you should not be at the finish line waiting for women who achieved a certain level of something when they grew up in the area where that's naive to them. Some of them don't know anything about this, but do not allow them to spin the block on you after you done went out, had kids with another man, probably a horrible guy, probably a guy who you knew was horrible, but the sex was great, so you stayed there. Now, after you run into troubles, you want to spin the block back to me? Absolutely not. See, this is why don't nobody like you. Ain't no way you gonna try to spin the block back on me after I've been trying to holler at you for all of these years. You negated me, you played me. For the guy driving the Benz that was on his way into prison for the next 30 years that left you with 2 children or whatever the scenario is. Like no way you think you're gonna be able to come back and I'm gonna take you with open arms and this man's children. Absolutely not. I'm not saying being a stepfather is the worst thing on earth. I'm a stepfather. I've been a stepfather for almost 10 years. It's my son at this point, but you guys, if they played you like this, do not allow that to happen. If you guys like the new style of video, again, go ahead and drop that thing down in the comment section. Let's get this page up to 2,000 subscribers, so share this, like, subscribe, comment. You already know. Peace.